Manufacturers would like to think they have produced the perfect product, something which will be universally accepted and praised, something impervious to tampering and will earn them millions. However, in some cases this is far from true. Here are 5 insane true cases of shocking product recalls. Samsung is one of the leading manufacturers of mobile phone technology. In its fleet are a wide range of state-of-the-art mobile phones designed to present their customers with the very finest handheld systems. However, in 2016, Samsung discovered that no matter how advanced you are at developing technology, there are still a few surprises which can cost you big. The Note 7 was the latest in a long line of Galaxy mobile phones. The Note series stood out as it pierced a lucrative phablet market. The history of the Note was a shining example. However, a battery fault in the latest Note was to prove damaging to the company's reputation. The phone would overheat and in some cases catch fire. Samsung initially went about recalling handsets to fix the problem, only for repaired handsets to exhibit the same issue. Samsung then took the dramatic turn of asking all users of the Note 7 not to switch their phones on. With only 96 handsets actually catching fire, Samsung had been forced to cancel production of the Note 7, recall all Note 7s and pay for the owners to buy another handset. The cost of this debacle has not completely been established yet, although early figures suggest $4 billion. However, the cost of developing the phone, the marketing and the subsequent recall and potential lawsuits, we can expect that number to climb dramatically. Airbags are a critical part of automotive safety and the typical standard installation on most vehicles. However, in the June of 2016, Toyota was forced to recall 1.4 million cars due to exceptionally substandard airbags provided by the Chinese manufacturer Takada. To give you an idea, this is how a typical airbag should deploy. Now, here is a faulty one. I must warn you, what you are about to see will shock you. Frankly, you would be safer if the airbag was replaced with a double-barrel shotgun. The fault affected Prius and Lexus models built between 2008 and 2012. If you have one of these vehicles and it has not had a new airbag fitted, it may be an idea to contact your dealer for more details. Not all recalls are the result of faulty manufacturer or inferior design. In 1982, Johnson & Johnson were forced to recall Tylenol capsules after a number of deaths in the Chicago metropolitan area. The deaths were a result of tampering, and it was discovered that a number of capsules had been laced with lethal potassium cyanide. A total of 7 people died as a result of the tampering, leading Johnson & Johnson to recall Tylenol and redesign both packaging and the drug from capsule to solid pill form to prevent further tampering, a manoeuvre which was both praised by the public and led to reforms in the pharmaceutical industry. The recall cost Johnson & Johnson more than $100 million, but thanks largely to the well-controlled recall, redesign and marketing moves, the company survived and continues to thrive to this day. The culprit for the attacks has so far evaded identification and capture. Do you enjoy peanut spread? It isn't something very common in the UK, but in the United States it's big business, and when it goes wrong big. Late 2008, early 2009, 9 people died and over 70 people became seriously ill after being exposed to salmonella in peanut butter, peanut paste and peanut meals produced by the Peanut Corporation of America. To put that into perspective, numerous companies use the produce of the Peanut Corporation in their own products, creating a gigantic web of contaminated products. The Peanut Corporation then had to perform the largest food recall in history. Over 360 companies were impacted and more than 3,900 different products were considered at risk. Furthermore, any produce created from the start of 2007 required recall. Even though the contaminated food was isolated to those who used the produce of the peanut corporation, the entire industry suffered with a significant drop in peanut-related sales. The problem spread to the farming industry as demand reached an all-time low, and with the global economic crisis in full effect, many farmers and companies went out of business as a result. An actual figure for the recall cannot be accurately determined, but as a whole, the business and industry suffered billions of dollars of damage. The Peanut Corporation of America filed for bankruptcy and is now out of business. The company's owner, senior management, and quality assurance manager were all handed prison terms. When it comes to vehicle safety, a good set of tyres comes very near the top of the priority list, but it was a series of tyre failures which led to one of the largest recalls in automotive history. In 2000, a high number of tyre failures on Ford Explorers, Mercury Mountaineers and Mazda Navajos were being reported, all fitted with Firestone tyres. Ford's investigation found that the 15-inch Firestone tyre was susceptible to premature failure. This led to the recall of millions of tyres, but not before an estimated 250 deaths and 3,000 serious injuries. The cost of recall and lawsuits was initially expected to exceed the amount Firestone could afford. The recall alone was around $3 billion. A number of lawsuits were made against both Ford and Firestone, which put significant strain on the Ford-Firestone relationship. Then, in 2001, Firestone broke its 100-year-long supply relationship with Ford. And that concludes our list of 5 shocking recalls. For more information, please look to the links in the description. We hope you enjoyed the video, and please feel free to leave comments below. Show your support for the channel by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. If you like this, please drop by our other insane but true videos, or check out our film fan selection, both of which can be reached via the on-screen links and in the description below. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, and until next time, this is Andy, and take care.